I think a lot of our legislators and the governor think that the Endangered Species Act is for the birds, and they're right. We're just naming them.
I'm Ben Winslow on the shores of the Great Salt Lake. As you can see, it's not looking so good right now. Frustrated with inaction over an endangered species designation involving a bird, a group of environmentalists are preparing a lawsuit, and it could have a big impact on the state's Great Salt Lake rescue plans.
We're down at the Great Salt Lake.
In song and dance and protest,
The fate of Wilson's phalarope is linked to our fate.
dozens gathered here on the shores of the Great Salt Lake.
We need to take some more action than the promises we've been getting from our legislators.
They're just putting us off.
They're here in support of this bird.
I love the Wilson's phalarope for many reasons. One, you're right, it looks like a twirling dervish, and it creates this siphon, a whirlwind beneath its feet where the food comes up, the brine shrimp and brine.
Renowned Utah author Terry Tempest Williams says it's time the Wilson's phalarope was declared an endangered species.
The Wilson's phalarope is our canary in the salt mine.
The Great Salt Lake is a refuge for millions of migratory birds. As the lake declines, their habitat is threatened. It's why environmental groups are pushing the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for an endangered species designation.
We filed a listing petition for Wilson's phalarope well over a year ago in March of 2024, and the agency has not taken the action that's required by law.
They just haven't done anything.
They have not done anything, and yet, the situation with the lake is now becoming more dire and more serious.
Now, a lawsuit is likely.
By getting them protected on the endangered species list, that extends protections to the lake, including increasing the water level. So the eventual hope is that when we get protections for them, we get more protections for the wetland.
But an endangered species designation could have major impacts on state efforts to save the lake because the feds could force actions that many Utah political leaders don't want. The Great Salt Lake Commissioner's Office, tasked by the state with saving the lake, says Utah is taking significant action to protect the Great Salt Lake and its migratory birds. We believe the state is better positioned to protect species like the Wilson's phalarope than a federal listing. A federal designation could lead to rigid regulations that don't fit our unique ecosystem. We're committed to our science-based collaborative approach, which we're confident is the most effective way to ensure the lake's long-term health.
The state is not doing enough. We need the federal government to step in.
The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has so far not returned my messages seeking comment, likely because of the government shutdown. The lawsuit is expected to be filed in the next couple of months. At the Great Salt Lake, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.